Guys, welcome to another episode of Rocky's Podcast. Today is June 17th. It's Sunday. Um, and my dad's birthday was yesterday. Uh, so we had a couple beers. A little too much, I would say. I mean, I'm still drinking, but I'm kind of like using my antidote. It's kind of like treat fire with fire. That's kind of like what they say. That's the best thing to do sometimes. Mm. I don't know, I just woke up and I felt that headache when you're hungover, but I never been as hungover as like I've seen some people that they just I feel that that's a different level of being hungover. But it all depends on the body. So what happens to other people? They wake up and they're throwing up or whatever. That never happened to me. And I can just go and I can eat something. Maybe I can't eat just anything, but I can eat something. And there's some people that they don't. They have to like they just have to stay there in bed like if they're on a coma. But what I usually tend to do if I'm hungover, I get clamatos. For people who don't know, clamatos is the best thing to do when you're hungover, especially if you create a michelada with them. Sometimes I just drink them by itself because there's new style that is coming up right now, though that I just found it. It's been out there for a while, but it's not so long that I found that. It's called clamato preparado, and it's already prepared for michelada purposes. But I just like drinking it by itself, just like it is. So I woke up and the first thing that I was craving, clamato. That's the first thing. So I went to the store. I grabbed two. I drink one on the spot, and that's it. That's my remedy for hangovers. I also went to get to grab seafood today because that's the other remedy that I tend to use. Spicy, something spicy. So some shrimp, spicy shrimp. That always hits a spot and just kind of like it brings you back to life. It actually helps. I mean, I don't know the science behind it. I don't know if there's any. Maybe it's just placebo effect, but it's very useful for me. So with the clamato, I mean, I kind of like I feel better now. By now, I just don't feel it anymore. But I just can't. It's interesting, because it's all about the culture. I've heard that some people eat pizza when they're hungover. I mean, I can't even. I'm talking about what can I eat when I'm hungover. Definitely not pizza. I don't know. Um, I heard that it was because of the grease that kind of like helps you out. I don't know. I have no clue. But shit, let me know. Let me know if you have any advice for hungovers and shit. For me, I'm just interested if you know what other remedies or methods do you guys use. Like I said, for me, it's clamatos and seafood. That's kind of like my combination. But if you have something else, something different, I mean, I'm open for it. Just let me know. So I'll see what I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll try it out just to see how it is, depending on what it is, of course. But anyways, uh, so my dad's birthday was yesterday, and what happened? We did the longest slow cooked that we ever done. We cooked ribeye, which was 17 pounds, a big chunk of meat of 17 pounds. Guys, that took 8 hours to cook, which I do not mind. I like slow cooking. I like the slow cooking process because I'm able to have talk to people, get a drink, get a couple drinks before the food is even ready. When it's just regular carne asada or just regular like barbecue, I feel that it's too quick. I can't really enjoy the beer. I can't really like. I wanna have a couple beers in already. I wanna feel I want to feel the alcohol so that I can just eat and relax. I don't know. That's kind of like the way that I look at it. I like the slow cooking. Not only that, it gives it a different flavor. The fact that you're slow cooking it. We we uh we marinated a day before, and I mean, I was recording the whole process of it since Friday. But the thing is, like, by Sunday I didn't record. Saturday, I'm sorry, I didn't record the whole thing because I was. I mean, I had a couple beers in, and for me, I just forgot. I just forgot. But I'll put a video. I'll put a video up so you guys can see it, and and check it out. I mean, the meat was good. It was very good, guys. It was really chewy, and it had a lot of flavor. Because I want a piece of meat, or I want to try some meat whenever I barbecue. Barbecue sauce is good. It's really good. But I want to try a piece of meat that the way that it was seasoned, it doesn't really need anything else. Just that. I'm still looking for it, but I'm still trying to find the right recipe for that. But anyways, we started at 7:40 a.m. We started the fire probably like at 7:30, 7:20. So we put it at 7:40. I got all the data here on my whiteboard, starting the whole process, the temperature, the time, and little things that we did, such as like adding wood. At what time did I added wood, and the um and we only flipped it once. Like 5 hours in, we flipped the meat. But meat was great, guys. Meat was great. I mean, definitely, I wanna try it again. It's not gonna be anytime soon for that particular piece of meat because it's a big chunk of meat, guys. I mean, that's only like for a birthday or something, like something big. It's not really like just for family. Well, depending how many in your family are, but I mean, it's not even for 6 people. It's not even for 8 people. This is like for 20 people. So what ended up happening? We cooked the food. There were some things that there were, because certain part of the meat was thinner, so it was cooked faster. And what happened is, like, it was a little dry, but eventually, as you get getting closer to the gooder part, I mean, guys, that was fucking delicious. That was fucking delicious. And we've been doing slow cooking for a while. I don't know. We just got into it. My dad likes to slow cook, and I also like it. Um, but we never done this meat before. We only been doing ribs or tri-tip. Tri-tip usually takes like 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours around there. Same thing for the ribs, kind of like three to 2 hours, something like that. But this was the big project, 8 hours. This took us 8 hours, and we were kind of like aiming for like 12 hours or so. But I mean, but 8 hours it was already fine. The food was ready. It was pretty cooked because we like our meat. We don't like our meat pink, bloodyish. And I don't know what it is, but there's some people that, I mean, the more pink that it is, the better. They just put it in the, I don't know. And we're more like, we don't want it burnt. We don't mind pink, but it can't be all of it. It can't be all of it. So what ended up happening is well, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, we're gonna try it another time eventually, but I was just really excited to tell you guys this because we've been talking about it from a couple months before. Me and my dad, we were like discussing. We're like, man, I wanna. My dad, he was like very, he was really looking forward for this, and we're like, I wanna cook this piece of meat. I wanna cook this piece of meat, and it finally happened. So I mean, it was a big event, or not. I mean, it was a big thing. I had a lot of meaning behind it. We did the cooking, and I mean, I just had a couple beers with my dad and relaxed. Mm. There's something interesting that we were talking about it. We were talking about it on Friday, and we talked a little bit about in Saturday. We started talking about free will, and what is free will, and does free will exist? I mean, I don't understand the whole. I'm not gonna. I don't want you guys to think that I'm fucking. I just like talking about this, you know? I like learning. That's what I like. And I like certain conversations that maybe we can go deep and maybe we wouldn't even find the answer. And maybe sometimes we have no idea what we're talking about, but we're trying to talk about something. Anyways, we're talking about free will, and it all started because it's all about the lifestyle that you live. And for a long time, I did not consider a lot of free will in my life. And it's not until like recently, like this year, that I'm trying to gain control of my life. Meaning, I have the decisions. Everything that is happening on my surroundings is because of me. I make that happen. And I feel that we just live life as a daily thing that we don't really realize that we are in control. And sometimes we leave those things. Sometimes they can be important, and we leave them to, I don't know, to luck. Let's say if it happens, but most of it actually depends on you as a person. Like if you want to have a better job, you can't really be hoping. You can't really be hoping. You have to get something more. You have to look for. I don't know. I got distracted. I think my mom is talking. My mom is yelling to my dog. um. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, free will. You know, guys, I just forgot the point what I was talking about. I got a little distracted. Um, I know that it had to do with free will. Oh, I think this is what it was. We live life and we don't realize what we're doing. Well, I live life and I didn't realize what I was doing for a long time. Until now, it's like, okay, I have control of my life, meaning that I can get a different job. I can wake up in the morning, because for a long time I was struggling to. I've been wanting to exercise, and I wasn't doing it, and I mean, just little details like that, guys. I mean, there's a lot of things that do matter in which, like, sometimes it crosses your mind, like, oh, I should do this. I don't know. I should exercise. I should write. I should write a joke, or I don't know, whatever you wanna do. Sometimes it only crosses your mind and you never actually do it, and time is just passing. Time is passing by, and that's kind of what we were talking about yesterday. And so we were there, and we agreed on something, that free will does exist, because it's either that or everything is already set up. What does that mean? it means that whatever you do, you're already meant to do something. So that's purpose. That would be purpose. So what does that mean? It means that I'm supposed to be doing something 5 years from now. And even though I don't know what it is, I'm going to be doing it. There's nothing that can stop it. That's kind of like what it is. It's either that or free will. Meaning, I control my life now as the present. So I'd rather stick with that. I'd rather stick with free will, and I would like to think that, yes, I make my own choices. I live the life that I want to live. Here comes the other part. We agreed that we, just like roughly speaking, nothing solid, but just roughly speaking, there's a certain percentage that is free will, and the other percentage is the universe being in control. Meaning you cannot control that. You cannot control. You cannot choose not to. You cannot choose not to be in a certain situation. Being in a car accident, you can't really choose that. You know? So there's things that you can control, and there's things that you can't control. The reason that we start talking about free will and purpose is because, like a week or 2 weeks ago, I was at work, and then what ended up happening, I went to the bathroom. Well, I work in the fields, so there's the blue bathrooms, there's porta potties. So I go to the bathroom, but before going to the bathroom, let me go back a little bit on this. Like a year ago, I used to always use headphones because I don't really work with nobody. I'm independent at my work. I have no I work by myself, guys. For the most part. So, in order for me to not be bored, I would listen to music or I would listen to a podcast. And when that ended up happening, it's like I wanted to stop doing that. That was from last year, of course. That I wanted to stop doing that because what ended up happening, I didn't really listen to the podcast. It was kind of like I just needed background noise. And now I feel just better. Like I don't feel bored. Anyways, long story short, I haven't done that in a long time. But that day in particular, I was like, I should put my headphones on. I should put my headphones on. And the other side wanted me like, nah, it's fine. Just let it be. You can do it. Like the day is almost over. So after that, I went to the bathroom. I finished going to the bathroom, and as I'm stepping, guys, on the floor, and as I'm getting out of the bathroom, I heard a noise. And for some reason, it just kind of like clicked that I was like, this sounds like if I just fucking popped the tire. Because there was something like psst. And I feel that you guys know where I'm going with this. And I was like, did I just fucked up this tire or whatever? So I'm looking, and I didn't see that the tire looked fine. And just below the bathrooms, I looked, and there was a rattlesnake. The distance from me to the rattlesnake, it was like 3 feet. 3 feet, 4 feet, something around there. The snake wasn't there when I went to the bathroom. And for me, it just got me thinking, guys. I mean, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of not me leaving 10 seconds before the actual time that I did. What are the odds of that and the snake being closer to the stairs? What are the odds of that of me not getting bitten that day? So I wasn't in control of that, guys. I wasn't in control of that, and that's kind of like where everything, the whole topic of free will came from, in which like in that situation in particular, I was like, whoa. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't be having this conversation with you guys right now if that would have happened. And it just got me thinking. It just got me thinking, like, wow, what is this? Was this a sign that I have something to do later on, or was this just pure luck? In which, like, okay, that's what happens. Like, this is a test. Because my dad said, like, that's experience. You were given another chance, meaning that next time that you go to the bathroom, you're not gonna treat it the same thing. You're not gonna be that. You're actually gonna be thinking of like, what if it's a snake right right down the stairs, which it makes sense, and I understand that it gives you experience, but it wasn't another opportunity of life that was given to me. I was like, wow, life is so delicate. I just can. People are dying left and right always, but we don't really think about it much. I personally do think about life a little too much. I think about life too much that sometimes I'm not even living life, if that makes any sense. I'm too worried about life that I'm not actually doing anything on life. Which I'm not. I'm trying to change with that, of course, once that I realize that. But anyways, guys, I mean, yeah, free will. I mean, I believe in free will. I'll stick with that. I don't think that I don't think that everything is already set up. You know what I mean? I feel that it's just you make your own path. For some people, it's good, and for some people, it's not good. Maybe they would want to be. They don't want to be in control of their lives. I feel that's kind of like why religion exists. But yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm alive, and I'm still doing what I need to be doing, and that's kind of like the whole thing. I'm sticking this year with a different approach. So I want to see what happens. So speaking about that, also something else. Last week, no, this week on Thursday, I went for my first sensory deprivation tank for my first session. I did 2 hours, guys. It was pretty good. I mean, but there was a couple things that I want to talk about it. In which, like, if you want to try it out, go for it. And this is my advice or whatever I learned from my first experience. Uh, One, you want to make an appointment, and you want to be ready to do it. Not even tomorrow. You want to make an appointment, and you're looking forward for like a week from now. Literally. Eh, there's no appointments for tomorrow, so just letting you guys know, if you were interested, check the schedule of the sensory deprivation sessions, because they can be from a week from now, and I know that it can change things a little bit. Anyways, I made my appointment. I got it. I got 2 hours, and there's a couple plans there. There's 30 minutes for 1 hour, an hour and a half, and 2 hours. I got the 2 hour one. That's the highest one. I mean, and I feel that was the best thing to do, because 30 minutes, I really didn't feel. I never done it like, well, now I know, but I had an idea that I wasn't gonna be enough time to be like it wasn't gonna be a good experience, which it happened to be true. I got to the place. That's gonna show you a little video, just like a tutorial, like what you should be doing, what to expect. You need to shower before getting in the tank, and there's showers there, guys. I mean, you're gonna shower there. The shower is pretty nice. Water is warm. Everything is pretty clean. There's shampoo. There's body wash. There's conditioner. Everything is organic. I mean, it's great. It's great. You're gonna shower first. After you shower, then you go in the tank. You don't really need to dry yourself. You don't need to dry the whole body. You just need to dry your face, so that way you don't touch the, well, there's no contact with the salt water, because the tank is full of salt water. That's what makes you float. So you're gonna go in the tank, and what happens is, like, you need to start getting used to the environment. It took me a while. I didn't realize that I was having a panic attack or like an anxiety attack until I already transcend that. When I got on the thing, everything is dark. You can't see anything. You cannot see anything, which is the whole purpose. You lay down and you're just floating, just leaving your mind, or just staying with your mind. That's the whole purpose. And I'm there. It took me like about, I'm gonna say that it took me like an hour to reach level 1 or 2, meaning that I was feeling more comfortable. Because for the first hour, my breathing was really, I was really agitated, but I didn't think of it much. I didn't think like, oh, you're having an anxiety attack or you're having a fucking panic attack. I wasn't really considering that. And I just happened to realize that after that, my breathing was really heavy. I had problems with my neck, because whenever you lay on the water, the head tends to go more um more like, you feel that you're stretching your neck, and you're pulling back, like you're not keeping it straight. Your body is not straight with your head is actually more down, more inside of the water. And so after a while, it feels that you're just stretching your head, and so it starts hurting a little bit. So I think there's things to do with that. There's options. There's some sort of like something that works like as a comforter, as a pillow or something that you can use. You can ask for it. I didn't ask for it because it's my first time. I did not want to get up halfway in my experience. But I'm just letting you guys know. I mean, if you guys want to try it out, just do it and start asking for something for the neck, something for the head, something that you can um, use it so you can go so you don't go all the way back. Anyways, so I had a neck problem. I had a I had breathing problems. But eventually, when I realized that, it's because an hour after an hour in, I started, my breathing was really smooth, was really relaxing. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is what I was supposed to be reading. But it's just my mind in particular. I'm getting there, and I'm just getting the fact that I realized that I was getting an anxiety attack. It gave me more of the anxiety attack. I know that's how the mind works. At least that's how my mind works. So I'm there. Guys, time. It went so quick. Even though that I wasn't having a really pleasant experience at first, guys, it went so quick. You don't want to get the 30 minutes. You don't want to get the hour. You don't want to get the an hour and a half. I feel that if you want to do that, you should get the 2 hours. Another thing, you're not gonna get much of it from your first session. I must say that now. I don't think that that's gonna be the case. This is just like everything. This is meditation, and like any other meditation, you're not gonna solve anything in one day. Everything takes practice. It takes practice to get used to the tank, and then you can do things, and then you can actually meditate, and then you can actually change the whole game. But I don't think it's actually gonna be a game changer in your first experience. That's what I saw, or this is for me, like at least personally, on a personal level. So I'm just telling you guys that if something that you want to try, you have to try it more than once. That's what I'm trying to get at, because it's like everything. It's easier in the sense that it's gonna force you to meditate. It's forcing you to meditate. And the difference in which, like, if you're outside and you want to meditate, I don't know, at a home or whatever, or at the park, I don't know, wherever, there's things around. There's light. There's your senses. You're touching the floor. You're sitting down. So the whole thing with this is having no vision, no sound, and no touch. So that's already removing certain senses that we use on a daily basis. So it's forcing you to be in a certain on a certain level. But the thing is, it's not going to work out on the first time. Have that in mind. Have that in mind. With that being said, I am looking forward to have more experiences and learn from them. And then eventually, if I can reach a certain level of meditation, I'll let you guys know. Again, this is me. I'm learning as everything is happening. As my first session, that's just what I learned. So I want to see. I want to go twice a month. Let's see what happens. Twice a month, a 2 hour session, and just to get used to it, start getting used to it. Um, at the end of the day, also, guys, it's really relaxing. I mean, you're floating on a fucking tank. You're floating, so it feels kind of funny. I decided to do it naked. That's what most people do, uh, and I feel that's the best option. I mean, if you're a woman, I understand that you want to use something else, guys. I mean, just do it naked, guys. I mean, that's your best bet. You don't want to feel anything. That's the whole idea. You don't want to have any. You don't want to feel your body. But I'll leave it at that, and I want to see what happens next. All right, I'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.